Hey, Fantasy Goats, how are you this evening, this fine Sunday night? We are going to do the NFL Fantasy Reaction Show. I am your shepherd, and that is the Commissioner Rhino. Well,
I'm
man,
Rhino Claus now.
I'm sorry?
I'm Rhino Claus.
You're Rhino Claus? You'd be Rhino Claus.
I'm here to give gifts. Spread season greetings and playoff gifts to everybody.
that we wouldn't want it any other way.
No, sir.
Hell no. You're sending gifts off to the goats. I love it. What a day. I went in here, Rhino, very, very hyped, very excited. There were no naps. There was nothing going on today. I made sure I was up. There was no early games.
That.
Yeah. I mean, like, I was pumped for these games, based on, real ramifications for these teams. Then, of course, then just compound that with the fact that it's week 14 fantasy football. A lot of teams, a lot of managers hoping to, punch their ticket. Other ones, as we spoke, looking to solidify their seeds, and then, so on and so forth. So, I mean, a lot of my teams are still teetering, as a matter of fact, still kind of iffy. Handful of them, not a lot, a handful of my teams are, still are about to be solidified. Let's just put it that way. One is looking real good. I believe that's my best team is in your league.
That's a chub, yeah.
It's my best team. It's amazing. No, it's not amazing. I'm not amazed by it.
That's a good team, bro.
Yeah, no, it is a good team. It's a good team. In any event, though, yeah. So look, I mean, were there some fantastic performances today? Of course, there were some fantastic performances today. Were there some disappointments today? There were absolutely some disappointments today. And we're gonna get to all those. First things first. Okay. Yes, we are here for the NFL Week 14 reaction, but not to worry. We will be back again, regardless, because there's no offseason, and we will be back tomorrow with key fantasy takeaways for Week 14. Tuesday is Week 15 waiver wire. Okay, so I mean, I expect all the goats, because your goats can adult goat impact JT's fantasy production.
Yes.
Yeah. We're gonna get to that in a second. Absolutely does. Is it time here? We're gonna get to that in a second. We'll be back. Yeah, Week 15 waivers. Thursday, we will preview, give the goats our outlook for Week 15, what we're looking for. Friday, Saturday, you know what time it is. Kennedall. Is it time to consider starting Blake Corum over Kyron in fantasy?
Start both.
Yeah. I mean, a good chunk, I would say, Rhino, and you were watching the game as closely as anybody. A good chunk of that production was game script dependent, right? Like there was the Rams and McVay, in my estimation, could have done anything they wanted to coming out of the halftime. So
I am not going to lie, though, bro. That first drive that Arizona did made me a little nervous. Maybe
a little overreactive. A little overreactive.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you have to play 4 quarters. But in any event, though, again, look at what that score was. They dominated that game
45-17,
basically from that first possession moving forward. So I would like to say that, again, Blake Corum, a lot of that had to do with the fact that they were up so large, up so big. They were playing an inferior team. But is it time to start Corum over Kyron? I'd lean more in the camp of starting both if you have them. Yeah.
100%.
And what's more realistic moving forward would be sort of like the Kyle Monangai performance that we just saw in Green Bay, where he got about 10, 11. That's his high floor. That's what Kyle Monangai's been doing without a score, a 2-point conversion. So
now,
if you want to,
I will say this about that game because that's one of our talking points was that game. We want to see what Caleb Williams could do. Caleb did all right, man. He did all right.
He's absolutely impressed. He's impressed. That whole entire team deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah,
I did not think it was going to be this good for them this fast. I had them maybe at like that 9-8.
yeah.
I had them losing
Maybe
several.
10 and 7 at the most.
I had them losing several of these games down the stretch, these tough ones. Like I would have never have thought they would have beaten the Eagles. Not this past Friday, but the Friday before.
No.
Yeah, no. He's not taking any sacks. Yeah, no. Look, he's not lighting the damn place up on fire anywhere either. But again, this is look at what their modus operandi happens to be. They're gonna run, and it all works off of that, right? B goat. What's up, goat? The B motherfucking goat. The B.
Before we get to the questions here, we'll get to the questions. What do the Browns do with Shadore Sanders? Dude, 364 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 3 carries for 29 yards and a touchdown.
He was very good.
Dude had himself a game, and and it's not like Tennessee is a bad defensive team either.
I mean, they're not that great either. When you only have one win, something has to give. It can't just be because you're inept on offense. So I mean, like, they're not the best defense. You got the dude Justin Simmons up front is probably one of the best tackles in the league. Other than that, though, I mean, yeah, no. I don't want to take anything away from Shadore either, though. I don't.
No.
As a young quarterback, young Shadore, I don't. But what do we do with him? I mean, we don't have that. We don't have to necessarily answer that now, but we can like sort of tease it, right, man? Maxi Goat, yeah. We can tease it.
It's something to keep eye on. If he keeps on improving like this, then why would they want to waste one of their draft picks on a quarterback? Or what one of the other rumors is going around is trying to find a veteran quarterback to bridge a quarterback.
Back up before that. Please start again.
Why, if he keeps on doing what he's doing, why would they want to waste one of their first round picks? They have 2 firsts.
Right. Okay.
On the quarterback.
Right. And then you said maybe go get a bridge quarterback. They
talked about getting a veteran quarterback to be a bridge quarterback. No, just if Sanders is doing this, then let him play. Let him and see what plays out, because you can use those first for more important positions like offensive line.
His competition isn't a future draft pick for a quarterback. I don't think they should do that, and I don't think his competition would be some other Teddy Bridgewater, Jacoby Brissett. That's not his competition either. No. His competition is a dude that's on their pup list right now. That's his competition. Deshaun Watson is expected to compete for the job. And so that's where I thought you were going with Shadore.
Oh, hell no. I don't talk about him. I'll talk about Watson.
You don't talk about, that's the elephant in the room. It's not someone that's unknown. It's the dude that's already there. Unfortunately, you don't talk about him because he was like sexually, because he was ordering hand jobs. I mean, so what? The fact of the matter is he's on their roster. And his practice window's open right now. Now, no one expects him to play. We know that. In any event, that's what Shadore has to compete with. And Deshaun Watson becomes more of a bridge for Shadore. We know Dylan Gabriel ain't it, and I don't see them bringing in. They'll probably have to bring in another body. Maybe, actually. Dylan Gabriel could be their QB3 in a terrible situation.
Yeah.
Harold Fannin. Harold, what's up, goats? Keenan Allen, Fannin, Harvey, and Wilson to the moon. Yes, sir, big goat.
Yeah.
That's Keenan Allen, I'm going to presume.
No, I'm thinking Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, oh, of course.
Unless you're foreseeing stuff in the future that
Yeah, no. That's got to be Josh Allen. What a performance. What a league winner again. A league winner. A league
God.
winner.
I just told my friend, I go, can you imagine being a 200-pound at the most defensive back and trying to tackle him in the cold weather?
No,
God, no.
no. And again, I mean, like they just find a way to win, right? Again,
Mhm.
they're playing the freaking Bengals, but they were home. Those are their elements. They don't lose in that weather. They don't lose. That weather doesn't bother them. That temperature doesn't bother them. I mean, we could call him a league. We could call him a big winner for fantasy for sure.
Yeah.
I know Khalil Shakir did score. It wasn't that much else after that. James Cook had an off game. Not much after
Dawson Knox had a
that.
game, man.
The tight ends. That's right.
Tight end. All three of them.
Horse, horse, Jack Horse. Dalton came back, played through that, and who's the other clown? Oh yeah, Knox.
Yeah.
Brees. Yeah, it was big loser for today. Rhino. Unfortunately, not good. Not good at all. When we have goats that are relying on Kenny Skywalker and Brees Hall as their low end RB1s and their high end RB2s, and we're not getting that production right now.
And I'm
We're
thinking he
not.
needs Tyler Warren in this.
Bre-
Did Tyler Warren laid an egg too?
Tyler Warren laid an egg. Is that I know again, I know Kenny G. Kenny G, who didn't surprise anybody yesterday or didn't surprise anybody on Friday when we were talking a little Kenny G ball, right? A little Kenny G action. I thought this game script was going to go a little bit differently, and I didn't think I thought maybe Pittsburgh would have to play from behind,
Yeah.
not the other way around.
Tyler Warren had 2 catches for 15 yards.
That was it.
Mm-hmm.
That's garbage. That's
Yeah.
garbage. So I played. So I'm pretty sure I sat Tyler Warren and played Kenny Skywalker. I'd have to double check that. In any event, yeah, it stinks. Considering putting in Jaden Higgins for the same team, Nico Collins, man, Max, that's like kind of like suicidal.
Yeah.
Kind of suicidal.
And why? Because you think he's gonna get more of the targets, or I'll play Nico?
Because like so Trent McDuffie may be on Nico Collins shadowing him for the entire game, which I highly doubt anyway. But like, I don't know why you would. We like Jaden Higgins. Don't get me wrong. I like him, but I don't like him more than I like Nico Collins.
Right.
I just don't. Yes, I mean, man, Maxie, I get it, man. I get it, man, Maxie.
You don't know. He
If
could have flopped, and then you don't know. You can't beat yourself up for calls like that.
Well, I mean, it depends. I know some people that really they beat themselves up.
I
I should Nate 12 Goat. Nate Goat. Man, Goat. It's one of those things, right? It's like, okay, we could have never have predicted, even with a magic 8-ball. Oh yeah, well, Blake Corum's gonna run for 150 yards and score 2 touchdowns against the team. No, we weren't predicting that. We were actually much more modest than that. Well, yeah, he's a good play right now based on what we're seeing, based on the opponent and what we're seeing out of the opponent. I guarantee you, Rhino. Who the Rams have next?
Detroit.
I would still flex Corum, but I would lower these expectations right back down to his 10, 12 touchdown upside. Makes it a hell of a worthy after that. Yeah. And I don't mean Xavier Worthy in tonight's game, folks. I don't not. I just think Chiefs may double Nico. They can't. Can't double Nico. How are they going to do it? I don't think they can. The Chiefs can't.
They can't.
They can't. If they double Nico, or would you put? No, they can't. Who would be the Xavier Hutchinson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Noel.
If you're gonna try that, they could put another wide receiver out on the field and force another nickel or a DB off of Nico, and then the safety on top has to protect his zone, or has to watch over the top for Nico. Yeah, also has to worry about Jaden Higgins. As a matter of fact, I should have started taking to. Again, even if they're going to double Nico, they'll wait for the one-on-one matchup.
Yeah.
Can't double a dude in the entire game. It's gonna force a mistake. I wish they would sit Marvin Harrison Jr. That's just my football opinion, Mad Maxi Goat. That's all. That's just my fantasy, my football opinion. I just think the Chiefs may double. I wish they would sit Marvin Harrison Jr. Oh, we're gonna have
that can happen.
We're gonna have
that very well can happen too.
We're gonna dissect the hell out of the Arizona Cardinals once again. Once again, this team. What they need to do, what they should do, what they're not going to be able to do, so on and so forth. If it was me, like I'm Marvin Harrison, I'll have to play out one more season there, and then demand to get the hell out of there. By that time, Michael Wilson's in like his 7th season. I mean, yeah, it's that team is a fucking dumpster fire. No,
Yep.
There are plenty of other dumpster fires I should start.
Yes, very much so. It's just our Higgins over Walker. You can't, bro. You can't play a shoulda, woulda, coulda game, man, because that makes you start overthinking every freaking decision you make. We all do this, just because somebody that you started or you didn't start did better. It could have been opposite too. You don't know. This fantasy football is not an exact science. You look at the matchup and you go, oh shit, that's a better matchup than this, and that's how you choose. At least that's how I do it. You still have a 63% chance to win. You have Nico and Dicker. He has Kelsey and Hampton. Hampton probably isn't going to get that much. He'll get a run, but I don't think as much as a run as everybody thinks he's going to get, because they want to make sure he's fresh for the playoffs, especially coming off IR with a fractured fibula.
I think they just want to use they want to use 2 backs.
Yeah.
I don't think
that was their game plan to begin with. That's why they signed downstairs.
They need to win tomorrow's game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, oh yeah, we have this locked up. Let's take it. Let's take our foot off the gas for the playoffs. They need to win tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I asked still whether if he's healthy, he's going to go, and I think they still want to use 2 running backs one way or another, and we're keeping an eye out. We're watching that one, like we were watching several other backfields today. Like we were watching Carly Ursi Gordon and her quarterback be carted off. That's big loser. Big loser. The organization, not the fact that Daniel Jones tore his Achilles, which that sucks, right, Brock?
Yeah,
Brock,
I have a theory about that too. I think.
Wait,
I think the last couple of weeks he's been overcompensating.
No, that's reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely reasonable. Of course, because it's his other leg.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the same leg. That's his other leg. So if he's putting more down, more weight, more effort onto what now is an injured foot, yeah, absolutely. Man, I got some serious questions coming your way. I need your answers. Brock Goat down 4 points going into week 2 of my playoffs. I love it. Week 2. I'm not week 2. What a week! What a weekend from T. Higgins. Yep, and Christian Watson. Yep. Gonna love those efforts in the playoffs. Absolutely. My running back 2 position next week is Rico or Tyler Warren. It would be right now it would be Rico for me and that timeshare. Excuse me.
Yeah, and
That's what it would be just now. Just looking at it now. But without knowing Pittsburgh's schedule, I'm sure they're playing
they
somebody.
play the Dolphins.
Kenny Gainwell looks better.
And Panthers play the Saints.
He looks better. Kenny G.
Yeah.
And by the way, another big injury. Freaking Daniel Jones is a big injury, and that team is in bad shape now. But another injury. Devon A-Chain.
Yeah.
Devon A-Chain in week 14. Now he said, yeah, he could have went back in. But he could have went back in an emergency, is the quote. Yeah, well, you've got a Jalen Wright and you have an Ollie Gordon. It's obviously not an emergency at that point. I think he has broken ribs.
Was that what it was? Was ribs?
I think he has broken ribs. He could have went back in. Okay. Devon Aitchen. Holy shit, we're going to be watching that one. Sniper. Good win, Sniper. First place, Sniper. Look who it is. Taking pictures with Santa Claus. Santa. Bad Santa. The movie Bad Santa. Alex Pierce was more than viable. Would have given him 20 fantasy points. Mr. Nice. Mr. Nice. That was from yesterday, right? Mr. Nice. Mr. Nice was pretty nice yesterday. Mm-hmm. Just gotta love the effort. Brock Goat.
At my receiver, Higgins, Pickens, my flex. I need help thinking Wandell. I got Watson and Judy and possibly Rico or Warren, depending on the running back too.
Okay, so Brock Goat, right off the bat, right now, going into your week 3 of the playoffs, I don't want to touch the wide receivers. I'm going to go with T. Higgins. I'm going to continue to start Christian Watson, who, by the way, yards after the catch today. Big winner, Christian Watson. The 2 touchdown performance. It wasn't just that let's go up there and get the 50-50 contested catch ball, right, Rhino?
No, they weren't.
This one was a perfectly timed throw catch. They caught them off guard in the right coverage, and I bet you he finishes wide receiver 1 this week, if not 2 or 3. Great game. So yeah, I want to go with Watson. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave T. Higgins in there. Nothing wrong with that. We got Curious George. Whether CD plays or not, good play. And then it's look, wide receiver 2. I would roll with Rico over Warren. His 50% right now looks better than Warren's 40% of the backfield. Come back tomorrow. Join us on Tuesday. Definitely join us later on in the week, Brock Craven, and we'll have more lab time for week 15. Much more lab time, but I'll have some really good lab stuff tomorrow, 6:00. Blakely Pooh. You mean this guy? What? Playoffs? Are you kidding me? Playoffs? That's right. I am not kidding you, Jim. We are heading to the playoffs this week, week 15. That's right, baby. All right. Brock Craven Goat. There was a great one yesterday. Great one. Should have probably thought about it now, but now I'm just remembering it. Who will be the Colts quarterback moving forward?
Go back, because if Corum is on your waivers, I'd pick him up, Brock. In a heartbeat.
Yeah, for Corum, he's on waivers in my league. Should I pick him up over Rico or Warren? I would pick him up. I don't know if I would drop Rico or Tyler Warren, because let's say somebody else adds him, right? Somebody that you're playing. in week 16, your opponent just added Warren, and in week 15, Kenny Gainwell got injured, and now Tyler Warren has the entire backfield to himself week 16, and you dropped him to your opponent. You don't want that world. I don't want to live in that world. You want to talk about beating yourself up? I think that's worse, right? Imagine you drop it.
Without hesitation. Oh, there he goes.
Which one?
I would drop Warren for Core.
Imagine that scenario play out, though.
Imagine the person that has Kyron in his league picking him up and Kyron going out.
But that person doesn't know that you were thinking about Corum. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. But again, I'm not disagreeing. I want to get Blake Corum off waivers immediately. But I'm sure you could drop somebody else. Who will be the Colts? Well, I don't know.
I know they just signed somebody that's on the practice squad.
I'm at a loss for words. I don't know if I thought that Anthony Richardson was active the other day. Like that IR stint was horse shit, and he was off that by this week. It was a season-ending IR for a fracture up here in the eye, an orbital. I don't really think he's hurt, but when you're put on IR, you just can't come off when you want either. There are rules. I don't know, B-Goat. They're going to have to maybe try to get Riley Leonard a full week of practice. I don't know. They're going to nail. They're going to have. I mean, they have 8 wins. That's a bad. It's a shitty spot. It's a shitty spot to be in because you don't have the backup plan. Daniel Jones was not it. He was injury prone, and it reared its ugly head. See, when you're Joe Burrow being injury prone, you could get away with it because you're Joe Burrow.
Yeah, plus every other year.
You could get away with it because of your skill. Daniel Jones doesn't have that. He doesn't. And he just lost. He probably lost millions of dollars too, and he knew it. He slammed his helmet. This dude is mild-tempered. I watched that game, by the way. You knew I was gonna. And about 20 minutes after that injury, I left. I went on to Baltimore. BTJ, no. BTJ is like a mild winner for me today. Mild, not huge, but mild. 3 catches for about 85 yards.
And one of those catches was a really nice catch too.
Yes. So he did exactly what he was supposed to do, which was a wide receiver 3 if we were starting him.
Yeah.
So
No,
BTJ was
kind
of sort of a winner. Kind of sort of. Now imagine if he gets that touchdown, he'll go from that 11 points to 17 points, and that's a good wide receiver 2, if not better, with more catches. Jacoby Myers, another big winner. Jacksonville, Travis Etienne, big winner. You got a ton of big winners. Travis Etienne, maybe for the stud.
He might be.
I'm not here to influence you.
It might be Puka.
What's up with the Falcons today? Falcons stink.
What's up with the Falcons? The Rams got another draft pick closer to the top spot now.
I have a guy in my dynasty league offered me Matt Stafford for my 2026 first, which is going to be like it's going to be a mid-round pick. So that part doesn't bother me. The thing that kind of gets me hesitant is the fact that if the Rams happen to win the whole thing, which is possible, he'll retire.
I think he will too.
He'll retire. So that's but otherwise, if I didn't think he would retire, and if I thought he had maybe another season or 2 left, I would definitely make that move and take Stafford onto the team right now, being a 5 seed in my playoffs right now. Playoffs, sniper? Are you kidding me? Playoffs? I really like how Nixon redeemed himself at the end of after the 2 15-yard penalties. Yes, Nixon's good. Nixon's a good DB. Sometimes they make mistakes. All of them make mistakes. Nixon's a good DB. Look how many penalties freaking Riley Moss has this season. What was the point of my Stafford trade? My Stafford trade. There was more substance to that. I lost it. I fucking lost it, Rhino.
It'll come back.
No, I lost it. I'm very depressed by that because there was I think there was a question. Whatever. Let's move on. Is it the Falcons? Yes, I think it has to do with the Falcons. It absolutely does have to do with the Falcons. Okay, so just like we're playing Dynasty Fantasy, I think Bijan Robinson and his camp, along with his inner circle, his camp, must do the sensible thing with the Falcons.
Get the hell out.
That sensible thing would be to negotiate a nice team-friendly contract extension, nothing too exorbitant, nothing too crazy, no 6-7 year deals to lock him up for the rest of his career in Atlanta. No, none of that. Another 3-year extension, put him through 2028. But again, remember, operative word, key, team friendly, but works well for both parties, but still team friendly. In 2027, not next season in his 4th season, but in 2027, that's when he's moved. And you know where. Say it with me. You know where. Come on, just say it.
To the Rams?
No.
Then where?
Close.
Where?
The Niners.
Hell no.
See, you knew that though. You knew we. Oh yeah.
That ain't gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I'm going on record right now, and you're on record right now. Absolutely going to happen in the same fashion that it did with CMC. Same fashion. The only difference is there were actual blood relative ties in this one. It's going to happen in the same fashion.
Yeah, but there's nothing saying that Shanahan's going to be the coach in 2027.
Okay,
or Lynch will be the GM in 2027.
As long as the two of them are still installed. That's the only caveat. Boo! The Falcons are lost. Absolutely lost. I know that would be crazy, Brock Raven. It's a page right out of the CMC book.
If I'm Bijan Robinson, I'm seeing who they're bringing in as head coach and OC. Because they use him. They don't use him right.
Here's the thing. No. Here's the thing, right? You as the player can't make that demand. You could approach it and say, I think I see a future here. I want to be here. I love the city. Oh, that's great, Bijan. And then the Falcons have to then present to Bijan what they have in mind without fully just like emptying it out to him. Like, look, we want to improve your O-line. We want to bring in, another weapon to help Drake and to help the quarterback. But I don't know if they're going to have that type of conversation. He's
playing the Bucs next week, so that's probably why he's projected for 22 points.
Kick the scrub off the show. That would be great. They're projecting his ass 22 points next week somehow. Well, I mean, that's a normal projection for him, as well as long as everything goes well. Right? I mean, like, nothing went well for them against Seattle, the best traveling freaking team, not just defense. Yeah, they were playing the Seahawks. It was a bad game. But we've seen too many of those. The Falcons are not good. Kirk Cousins, that's not working. But they've got pieces, too. All right, let's go to another... How about the Vikings? Speaking of snipers, speaking of the NFC North,
I wonder if
the Vikings
is rethinking playing Jaden Daniels. You heard it.
See now you know why we say
Mhm.
does the organization want to put that player at risk? Well, the player wants to play. This is his job, and this is their love for the game. But on the other side of that is that risk. Now he got hurt again, and supposedly it's not bad. Yeah, Jaden Daniels hurt himself. There was nothing going on otherwise from that team.
No.
9. How about 9? 3 touchdowns out of 9.
What's your take on the Saints Buccaneers?
Well, my take from that game is I'm not that surprised. I had the Saints in the pick 'em. I'm not that surprised. What I am surprised with of how lackluster that offense looked. Yeah, like what, like the Saints defense. I mean, I'm sorry. Like I didn't know they were good.
Yeah. But at the same time, we shouldn't be surprised because it's interdivision.
No, that part. That's why I'm not surprised. But at the same time, they got nothing. They got nothing going. Right.
What's your panic meter on the Buccaneers as a whole?
If it wasn't for that division, they'll be one and done if they make the playoffs. Panic meter is very dependent on Baker, not necessarily Mike Evans coming back, not necessarily having Chris Godwin coming already back. I always give a 5. I don't want to give a 5 anymore. My panic meter is going to go to 7.
JX 15 out of 10.
So I'm going to go 7. Let's give a special shout out here. Special shout out. Hold on a second here. Special shout out. I knew, which by the way, I knew this was going to happen. So it's not like this is a mystery to me. It's not like I didn't expect it. Sniper, why don't we talk about the valiant effort that those boys put in? Being completely ravaged with injury, then the other half of the team was off. Week 14, Patriots, Panthers. I was lucky to get Joe Burrow back in this league at 7-5. Well, how about a little credit where credit's due? But I give you a lot of credit, Sniper. Proud of you. You'll beat the Shepherd again for the second time career-wise. And I hope you win next week with the leagues that you are playing in, right? She's got a lot of playoff teams. I'm very happy about that part. Very happy about that part. But yeah, no, look, if someone's gonna beat me and oust me out of a playoff, it sure as hell better be the Sniper. All right, let's move forward. Yeah, we whiffed. We whiffed on Mbuka. We whiffed on that guy. We whiffed. All those targets. Well, all those great 8 targets, 9 targets, they came back down to earth.
He still has 6 targets, I believe.
I don't think so. Did he get 6 targets? I thought it was worse today. Well, 6 is mediocre to what he's been getting. 6. Here, hold on. Let me play around.
9 targets.
Yeah, does it really matter?
9 targets, 2 catches, 15 yards.
That's more of the same. There's something else going on here, and it's not hamstring. I'm afraid to say actually what this might be.
How hurt Baker though is. I don't know if that shoulder, that non-throwing shoulder, is actually causing him to not
like 9 targets. Like right, like so, like 9 targets. Like, what are you trying to tell me that you dropped the ball 7 times because you only caught it twice?
Yeah.
And something's wrong there. That's wrong.
Yeah.
Was one of those targets sailed into the crowd? Was another one of those targets thrown into the ground? I'm gonna have to watch this game again.
They're all over the place. I mean, he did drop a touchdown pass though.
That kills, man. That fucking kills. They have one job to do. Really, one job. Your job is to catch. What's up, Andrew? Andrew Goat, how are you? This fine Sunday evening. as we almost conclude week 14, Andrew, Ollie or Jalen, if A-Chain misses any time, it would be a timeshare. It would definitely be a timeshare. I would like to say that it would probably be Jalen Wright first man out on early work.
And
Who's the better?
play too.
Which one's the catcher here?
Jalen Wright.
It's not Ollie Gordon, right?
No, is right.
It would be Jalen Wright would be the first man out. What I can't believe this is waivers week 15. Here it is. I put Ollie Gordon on the freaking thumbnail week 1. And now look at it, it's come full circle. We didn't think A-Chain was gonna last. He's the A-Chain, RB1, RB2. Oh, that's devastation. That's worse. If he misses time, that's worse than Daniel Jones as far as I'm concerned. Worse, Rhino. All right, what else? Do we want to go through one more game here at 10 after?
What about what's your panic meter on the Ravens? Think they're done?
He gave us some glimpses. They gave us some glimpses. They're just, again, their defense is not what it needs to be at. Absolutely not.
There's the weird overturn touchdown pass to Isaiah Likely too.
Again with Isaiah Likely, again with him, and holding on to the ball, screwing around with it.
It looked like he held on to it though, and then
no. I think there was another play.
Okay.
That they had to take a look at, just a regular spot, a regular catch. Ollie should be the one, but after today, Jalen Wright got an unnecessary amount of carries. The war chief thinks that it should be Ollie. But let's not, again.
It could be Ollie and then Jalen Wright coming in for third down and passing situation.
Look, it really right. So it really doesn't make a difference who actually winds up going out first.
Yes, you're right, Brock. You're very much right.
DJ Moore stinks. What are they using him in the backfield? Even from like the training camp vids that we saw of DJ Moore in the backfield. Like, get the fuck, stop. Rhino, my panic meter on the Ravens overall, team-wise, or like Lamar fantasy, Derrick Henry fantasy, Zay Flowers.
Lamar and Derrick Henry fan. I'm panic meter for Derrick Henry's probably about 8.5 of the 9, maybe about the same. Lamar's a little bit probably a 7.
Yeah, you had this division. You had them in a tough divisional game. The Pittsburgh,
they've always played them tough. Yeah,
those Steelers had to step up, and as well as I do, come 2 weeks from now, right when they play again in Pittsburgh, it'll be the other way around. While the Ravens are fighting for their lives right now. My panic meter for Derek would be a 5. My panic meter for Lamar is also. We're seeing him today. We got the normal floor for Lamar, right?
Yeah.
1 rushing touchdown, 1 passing touchdown. Like an 18-point game out of Lamar, that's his floor. That should have been his floor the whole season, but it doesn't work like that. So yeah, I'm less on Lamar than I would be on Henry. I don't like Zay Flowers at all, ever. Isaiah Likely is just, again, he definitely screwed around with the ball again, or they were looking at it again, and the touchdown. Okay. Mark Andrews, Marky Mark. I think he was targeted in the end zone too. Couldn't come up with it. Right? No, he couldn't reach that high. He couldn't. All right, Goats, the fantasy Goats. Why don't we go? We'll take off right now. Unless you have something else that's burning inside you.
What are you looking to see in the Texas Chiefs game? Look to see what Jaden Higgins does.
We're looking at Jaden Higgins for sure. We're absolutely looking at Jaden Higgins. We are absolutely looking at the Texans running backs. That would include Nick Chubb and Woody Wood. We're definitely looking at that, and I want to see this Texans defense show up. This
Yeah.
is such a big game for them. You could actually look legit, right?
Especially
Like,
the fact that they haven't beaten Kansas City the last 3 times.
Micah.
So
I think Micah agrees. All right, Goats. Again, I'll be back tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, for key fantasy takeaways. All right, well, I am your shepherd. Well, thank you very much. That is the Commissioner Rhino. He thanks you very much, and we'll see you tomorrow.
be a difference, make a difference, stay blessed. Have a good week.